Hi, I'm Amin and welcome to the first episode of the QGI Report. My mission is to democratize access to geopolitical patterns between political entities, or in simpler terms, countries, and build new tools to help others discover the field of quantitative geopolitical intelligence. One such tool is this QGI dashboard. So in today's episode, we are analyzing mostly from the Fragile State Index developed by the Fund for Peace. And the couple for today are Uzbekistan and Vietnam, more specifically this pattern right here. It's the second top pattern that I currently have. It starts at year 2006 for Uzbekistan and 2007 for Vietnam. It spans 17 years for both countries with 7 indexes in total and an average correlation of these 7 indexes of 95.47. I will give let's input the numbers first. The countries. I will give a statistical interpretation and then we're going to move on to socioeconomic analysis, or maybe switch in between. Let's close this. We already have the highest correlating countries. Turkmenistan comes second, no surprise. It's always those regional countries. They always come close. So we're looking for 17. Let's do that bada bing quickly. And then we need to input 2006. It's already inputted. And we go for 2007. Okay, perfect. So we should have the results soon. Wonderful. So these are the 7 indexes that QGI is presenting us. And it's saying that this pattern between the couple of countries, Uzbekistan and Vietnam, is as strong as 7 highly correlated indexes, and it's as long as 17 years. So we observe that let's start with the Fragile State Index, the total one. It's a combination of all the sub-indexes underneath it. More information on that in the Fund for Peace website. So starting with this one, both countries have shown notable improvement. Uzbekistan's score decreased from 94.4 in 2006 all the way to 69.6 into 2022. While Vietnam's score improved from 77.8 in 2007 down to 58.3 in 2023. Well, what I can say about that is that this period for Uzbekistan was marked by significant political and economic reforms following the leadership change in 2006, somewhere around here. Similarly, Vietnam's consistent economic growth and political stability under its one-party system have contributed to this improvement. The fragility's significant improvement for both countries is not just numbers decreasing, it's relative of tangible changes in governance and societal stability. For Uzbekistan, the death of Islam Karimov in 2016 and the subsequent leadership of Shavkat Mirziyoyev, sorry for butchering this name, marked a turning point. Shavkat's reforms, especially in economic liberalization and human rights, drastically shifted Uzbekistan's global standing. Vietnam's journey under the consistent leadership of the Communist Party has been marked by its doi moi economic reforms initiated all the way back in 1986. This shift towards a market-oriented economy has propelled Vietnam into a period of rapid growth, significantly impacting its index scores that we see right here. Moving on to economic inequality. In terms of economic inequality, both nations have made strides, with Uzbekistan's score decreasing from 8.1 increasing to 8.7. It peaks in 2009, but decreasing all the way to 5.6 in 2022, while Vietnam starting at 6.2, peaking at 6.5 in 2010, and then decreasing all the way to 3.5 in 2023. Well, Uzbekistan's efforts to liberalize its economy and Vietnam's rapid industrialization and integration into the global market have been key factors. The Economic Inequality Index mirrors broader global trends towards addressing income disparities. Uzbekistan's efforts to diversify its economy beyond cotton and gold exports, and Vietnam's success is becoming a manufacturing hub, has been crucial. Well, second or third, should we say, security apparatus. Uzbekistan's improvement from 9.1 dropping continuously to 5.9 in 2022 is mirrored by Vietnam's 7.4 in 2027, dropping to 3.5 in 2023. This reflects the efforts in maintaining internal security and political stability in Vietnam. Meanwhile, for Uzbekistan, this reflects the efforts to curb internal security issues and stabilize its borders. It's not really the nicest and the safest place, Central Asia. This date signifies more than just a reduction in state conflict for both states. It's indicative of their successful navigation of regional security dynamics. Uzbekistan's balancing act in Central Asian geopolitics and Vietnam's strategic positioning in Southeast Asian affairs, particularly in the context of the South China Sea tensions, are key examples. Moving on to the sub-index economy. It also shows substantial progress. This aligns with Uzbekistan's transition to market economy and Vietnam's consistent GDP growth driven by foreign investments and exports. Again, the way to read this sub-index is the more it decreases in score, the better it affects the total fragile state index, i.e. when these sub-indexes increase in value, this will eventually accumulate in the total fragile state index, and thus increasing in the state's fragility score. So the lower the better for these sub-indexes. The economy sub-index aligns with both nations' ascents in the global economic arena. Uzbekistan's shift from state-controlled to a market-driven economy, and Vietnam's attraction of substantial foreign direct investment are pivotal moments. The 2017 Uzbekistani presidential decree to liberalize foreign currency exchange is a case in point, and as well as Vietnam's 2020 ratification of the EVFTA, or EU-Vietnam Free Trade Agreement. Both these events have affected positively. Then we move on to public services and demographic pressures. These indexes have similarly improved. Uzbekistan's focus on healthcare and education, and Vietnam's efforts in urban development and population control are significant contributors. Improvements in public services and demographic pressures and indices are a testament to effective governance. Uzbekistan's investment in healthcare and education alongside Vietnam's urban planning and population policies have yielded significant returns. External interventions and the final index for this pattern, it, however, shows a lower correlation with just 90% compared to the other, or relative to the other. This could be attributed to differing degrees of foreign investment and diplomatic relations each country experiences. The relatively lower correlation in the external intervention index suggests differing degrees of international engagement and dependence. Uzbekistan's complex relationship with Russian and Chinese investments contrasts with Vietnam's more diversified international partnerships. So, as we synthesize the movements of these indices, a complex tapestry of geopolitical and economic transformation emerges for both Uzbekistan and Vietnam, deeply rooted in their unique historical trajectories. In conclusion, these indices and the way they move are not mere statistical fluctuations. They are reflections of profound political, economic, and social evolutions. Uzbekistan's and Vietnam's journeys, though distinct, offer valuable insights into how nations can navigate the path from fragility to stability, leveraging their unique histories and geopolitical contexts. The question, however, and always remains, how will these nations continue to evolve in the face of new global challenges? And what lessons can the international community and us glean from this experience? Thank you for watching. I aim to post daily videos, so subscribe so you don't miss the new updates. I will read the comments, so if you have a couple of countries in mind, please share it there. Salam.